right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It is Harmless Dave here, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Don Felder's new song really irritates me. You think I'd love it, right? And I did. I promoted it. I talked about it when it came out. Mick Fleetwood's playing drums at the beginning. Chad Smith apparently picks up the drumming later on. Slash is on it, I believe, and probably a couple of other well-known musicians play on the track. The tune is called American Rock and Roll, and it leaves out a lot of different artists that you think would be in the song, and that's one of the reasons it irritates me. It talks about Guns N' Roses, probably because Slash is playing on it, but it doesn't mention the Eagles, Chicago, Earth, Wind and Fire, okay, the Beach Boys. Those would be like kind of like the four biggest American bands, and it doesn't actually mention any of them. And Felder was in the Eagles, so you think he would give his old band a plug to show maybe that he's gotten over being exiled from the band. He said he'd love to again play music with the Eagles, so it's kind of surprising that he didn't work it into the song. Another thing that irritates me about the song, and this is just the production of the song, when they say American rock and roll, on the word roll, there's just all this overdubbing going on, and by the time you get to the end of the song, it ends on that word, and it sounds really cartoonish. It just doesn't have a nice organic feel to it. And I'm always curious with Don Felder if there's some type of voice correction software, auto-tuning being used. And this is a studio track, so any gimmick can be on the table in the studio. Look, this whole idea of, paying tribute to all these rock bands is something that's been done before, obviously. I don't know if you remember the song by Reunion back in the 70s, The Radio Rolled Me. I think it was Life is a Rock, but the radio rolled me. And the dude goes through like this incomprehensible list of everybody. And he sings and talks really, really fast, where you have to kind of slow it down almost to get everybody who's in there. Brownsville Station back in 2012 had this reunion album that they did, and it wasn't, I don't think it was any of the original guys, and I think their main guy is not in that group anymore, but they did have a tune called Rock and Roll is Better Than Music, which I'd highly recommend looking up if you want to hear a cool song with that kind of theme. Again, I'm not advocating for that version of Brownsville Station, but it was a pretty clever song. Whereas American Rock and Roll is kind of tedious. It just, I don't know. It could be Felder not being the greatest vocalist on the planet. It could be the fact that it's a well-worn type theme. It could be the fact that he omitted a few bands. I don't know. But I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, irritated, and that song was in my head, and it's not going to be in my top 20 for too much longer because it's not really that great of a song. But I like Don Felder anyway. Okay, done. See you soon. Bye.